is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ben. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's the handoff. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Humphries. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Dogs with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good Good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, it's picked off. Still trying to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds his target down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Bettis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's White. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
But when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's good enough for first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Bulldogs are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day. And
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. That's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Wiley. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
3rd down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Got his man. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Got a man, it's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, West Virginia. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one, go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. The short hands, it's Taylor. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Shakes off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And That's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Collins. He's got him this time. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grab behind the line, it's Terry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Finds his man. It's Bettis. Smashes through the tackle. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Georgia sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Collins. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense in a bunch formation. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Making side adjustments here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rushes on him, and this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Georgia, they've got the lead here in the 4th. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Quickly to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
And the Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Grab near the marker is Hamilton. There he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Collins. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Puts it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within 1. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got his man. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nestled just inside that right upright. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to buy time. Finds space on the right. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
West Virginia.
This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Wiley. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Wiley. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
At the 38. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Dogs will have it first and 10. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above